been a while, but I decided to go live today. I'm just gonna wait a bit and see what's on. This should be fun. This should be great. Let's see. I'm actually very excited. How is your day going so far? When you jump on, let me know where you're listening from. Hi. If you jump on, let me know where you're listening from. I would love to know where you're listening from. How is your day going? I am having a fantastic day. It is nice and sunny here in Lagos. So as you jump on, let me know where you're listening from. Let's have some fun. It's been a while. I've been on live. I am always excited to be here. So what I want you guys to do, I know I probably give enough time on my Insta story, but what I want you guys to do is, this is Teach Me Tuesday. So if there's anything you would like to learn, hey girl, how are you? Good to see you. If there's anything you would like to learn, let me know, put it down. If I get like a question that I can just at the top of my head talk about, I will. If not, I'm going to talk about what I have today. But let me let you guys in on a little secret first, just in case my eye is going up and down and up and down. I am also doing this exact same thing on Facebook. So I have two devices. Hey, that's life. That's the, this online space life. So I don't know how to have my eye in one place. So I have two devices. I'm talking to people on Facebook as well as talking to people on Instagram. I'm trying to share the same value at the same time. Yes, quick tip. This is how you can save time and still be productive and add value. Okay, so let's get to the gist of the day. If you're watching this on replay, if you have any questions or you didn't get the opportunity to be able to ask me a question, put it in the comment below. I can send you a private message, I can do a short Insta story or Facebook Live or Instagram Live, whatever it is, and share. Okay, so I'm just gonna hang out here for a few more minutes and see who jumps on. You guys are having a good day. How's your week been so far? How's your weekend? I'm having a great time. I'm just here to have fun, but also to share value. It's Teach Me Tuesday, so I'm trying to teach you something. Because I've done this, I think I've done it on my Instagram story, not on live. But a few people have been getting value. They're like, oh yeah, teach me this, teach me that, teach me this, teach me that. And things that I do in my business or in my life are just, using online. I thought it was just like, hey, everybody knows this. But actually, not everybody knows this. So if you know something, you can just share it because somebody else might not know. It might be the first time that they're hearing it. It might be they're going to learn something from you. So today, what I'm actually going to talk about is something that keeps a lot of people, which is trying to put themselves out there. It can be as a business, it can be just for fun, or it can just be because you want to serve your purpose. I don't know what it is for you, but I just want to mention a few things just in case it hits a nerve for you. You understand you're not alone. Because I found that the reason why I tend to share my story and my journey is because I know that I've been on this journey almost 7 years. And some people are starting today, some people will start tomorrow. And the people that started before me shared out some of those tips, and these are the things that got me where I am and still propels me to go to where I want to be. So if you're somebody who like I call it the monitoring spirits on the online space, it is okay. If you're doing this for fun, if this is not a business for you, if you're just coming on here, looking around, adding value by liking and commenting, just sharing love with other people, and just maybe catching some news. If the online space is how you kind of keep updated with things that are happening, that's fine. But if you want to use this as a way to serve a purpose, if you want to use this as a way to be able to share love, if you want to use this as a way to even serve God, because I found out, hey, hi guys, how are you guys doing? Thank you for joining in. But what I also tell people is that this thing that we have, this phone, the internet, is an amazing opportunity to connect with people. So for whatever it is your purpose is, I just want to go out there. I never post, I never do anything. All I just do is come and look at what people are doing and share my love with them. Even if you don't share your love with them, that's okay. I always say to people, what if all of us were silent? Then there will be no point to log on Instagram. There will be no point to log on Facebook, because that means nobody is there to share value to anybody. So don't think that your being present there is of no value. looking at somebody's picture, reading their comment, reading their post, adding value, sharing love, liking it, or just walking past and praying for them, whatever it is, you are adding value. Now, I'm going to speak to the people that own business. I have my notes. Hey, if you're just joining in, let me know where you're listening from. I'm seeing a few people around the world, Lagos, Canada. It's really, really good. Hope you guys are having a swell time. So first, I'm going to say this. I am using 2 devices. So if my eye is going up and down, it is okay. This is also part of what I'm going to talk about. It's trying to save time so I don't have to stream the same thing on Facebook and on Instagram. So I'm giving it to you all at once, okay? So first thing I want to talk about is I've had people say, I want to grow my business, I want to grow my audience, I want to add more value, I want to just come into this space. But I'm afraid of putting myself out there, you know, I'm afraid of being vulnerable. I'm afraid of, you know, some people say, I'm afraid of people seeing my kids, you know, I'm afraid of people seeing me or seeing what my spouse is like. I'm afraid of this and I'm afraid of that. Now, one thing I'll tell you today is, provided you're being, what's the word? Safe. Provided you are not sharing your house address, your bank details, where evil people can literally go find you or rob you. I have never heard anybody say, if you're genuine and you're not going to all those funny websites or sending people your bank details or people begging you money in the inbox, get ripped off if you're doing the right thing. So why am I saying this? I've built a business online for 7 years. 7 years. Yes, I have never had anything bad happen to me. And I've put myself out there. Why did I put myself out there? First of all, I put myself out there because I believe that I have something of value. Second of all, I put myself out there because I want somebody who to look at me and say, if she can do it, I can do it. She's not perfect. She's got vulnerabilities. She's got flaws. She's a mom. She's a wife. She's a human being. If she can do it, I can do it. Because not once, not twice, not 3 times. I can't even count how many times people have sent me a message and said, you come out every single day, you show yourself, you tell your story, it inspires me, I will do the same. Now, some people can relate to me, some people can't relate to me. But you are somebody in the world that you can be a dad, you can be a single parent, you know, you can be a young girl or a young guy, and that's the voice that people are looking to connect with. So when you come here and you're putting yourself out there, first of all, find out what is the purpose. Why are you doing this? You know, are you doing this just to be known? Are you doing it for the money? Are you doing it just to have fun? So that when you are putting yourself out there and you meet what I call the roadblocks, it becomes easy for you to go back to the drawing board and say, this is why I'm here. I'm going to mention to you other factors that stop people from actually getting to continue to do this. One is fear. I just talked about fear. So many people are afraid. What will people say? What if I don't do it right? What if nobody, you know, like, what if you do a live and nobody watches it? Or what if you post something and nobody comments? So what? You're not doing it for them. This is something I learned many years ago. If you do things to please people, you have already failed. You cannot please people. You are too fine, they say you're too proud. You are wealthy, they say you stole the money. Or you did money with whatever. See, even if you're a perfect human being, somebody will say something is wrong with you. So do not try to please anybody. You try to please yourself. Why are you doing this? I always say I only have one person to please, and that's God. After God, nobody else counts. Because if I can please him, that means all is well with the world. So you decide the reason why you're coming on here. Don't let the obstacle of fear stop you. You know, oh, I have to be perfect. I have to look good before I can come and do an Instagram live. If that's your jam, good. Put on makeup, do your hair, wear nice clothes and come on. I have friends that go live all the time without makeup, their house is a mess, and we still get value from them and we still love them. That is their own vibe, that is their energy, that's what they're sharing. You don't have to be perfect. And this is bringing me to the second thing. The reason why many of us do not want to come on here is because we are waiting till we're perfect. You're never going to be perfect. You will not. The time is never going to be perfect. Like as I'm doing this live, my boys might just run in and take over. But that's fine. You know, I've gotten used to it to say to people, I'm a mom. There are moms out there that can relate. That when you have toddlers, you cannot go a whole day without screaming, raising your voice and saying, drop that, stop this. It is fine. Am I going to wait till they become 15 or 16 before I can start to go online, put myself out there? The answer is no. The second thing is some people want to start using the online space and be a king. You know, you're so worried about the algorithm. They said that on an Instagram or Facebook, when you post something, you have to do it at the same time or a certain time, because if you don't do it, people might not comment, people might not see it, people might not this, but it doesn't matter. See, you cannot beat Mark Zuckerberg. It's his game, it's his business, it's his platform. If you want to completely know how things work, go and start your own. Many of us don't know. You know, funny enough, I have friends and family and people that I work with that can post something, I don't see it for 5 days, and I'm just like, they posted this. That is it. This is a game. You're on a platform that is there to make money, so you don't need to beat yourself over it. There are 7-8 billion people in the world. At least 3 billion people use the social media every single day. One person can see what you're offering, and for me, that's enough. So many people get stopped by this whole algorithm. I'm trying to beat the algorithm, and I see so many adverts, and I see so many things of people trying to sell you how to beat the. You cannot beat the algorithm. Don't try and figure that out. Don't get me wrong. If that's your business, if that's how you thrive, if your business is figuring out the algorithm so you can teach people how to do it, that's fine. But if that's not your business, do not worry about it. You know, worry about sharing valuable content consistently. Now, for me, I always tell people that the hardest thing for you to add value on the social media space is putting out value and being consistent. If you do that, your message is going to get to where it needs to get to. Don't worry about all the other technical stuff. Really, some of us still don't know how some things work, and we're doing okay. So don't worry about the algorithm. Don't worry about being afraid to put yourself out there. Like I said, nobody is going to kidnap you unless you're putting your house address and you're tagging your location. Even if you just tag your location and you tag Lagos, Lekki, Lagos, how are they going to know where you live? So if you don't feel comfortable doing that, that's fine. If you're not feeling comfortable doing certain things, that's fine. But what I mean by putting yourself out there is coming out, not hiding what you have because somebody might say something about you. This is getting me to the third point. The third point is you need to understand that in this life, and I think it was Jimmy that said this, there are few horrible people out there who are going to say horrible things, whether it's a good thing or bad thing. And I'll give you an example. I posted something a couple of days ago, and you will see people put an opinion about you that they don't know anything about. And somebody just made a comment and says, "Oh my gosh, you're too old, you should go and get married." And for me, I had a fantastic laugh. And then somebody else comes along and says, "Hey honey, how are you? Thank you for listening." And then somebody says, "She's married with children." Even though that made me laugh, but at the end of the day, I said to myself, what if that was going to be my breaking point? What if I wasn't married? What if I didn't have children? I mean, you don't make a decision on stuff like that. You don't come out and make a comment to somebody. I'm putting out content. My content has nothing to do with what this person is talking about. My content is actually talking about how people always think your life is perfect on social. It is not perfect on social. You're going to have challenges. And somebody just comes up and just decides, I'm just going to be hateful. I'm going to ask this lady to go and get married. But what has marriage got to do with putting out content that can change people's lives? Now, this is another reason why some people don't want to put themselves out there. Because you can put a picture of yourself, you can put a quote out, and somebody goes and curses you out. It is normal. But don't let that deter you from doing what you need to do. Don't let the naysayers deter you from doing what you need to do. Hey, how are you? You guys, wherever you're listening from, I want you to comment below where you're listening from, and if you're getting value, if it's making sense to you, and even if you have questions, right? Put it down in the comment. I'll try and answer it before I leave. So don't let the naysayers stop you. They're always going to be there. I almost always say it's a good thing because they put you on your toes. It's a good thing because they make you have to do better. I had a friend of mine that started up her business, and she said that a loved one said to her, "Oh my gosh, I'm just waiting for you to feel like I'm giving you 1 week or 2 weeks." And I said to her, it is fine. It's happened to me. It's happened to the best of us. But that is not supposed to deter you. That's supposed to propel you. So you write it down, you put it where you can see it every single day, and know that people are waiting for you to fail. I posted about this the other day, and I said, there are people secretly trying to, pray for you to fail, and there are people secretly rooting for you as well. That's how life is. You don't need to worry yourself about people, you know. Thank you. They said for me her confidence. Now the honest truth about it is that you don't need to let that worry you. Life is about people that can survive. If you let things crush you, you're just going to be on the wayside. There's no other way. Like, the offense is the best form of defense. So if you're waiting, today I'm going to post a picture, and I'm going to give you another example. I posted a picture about my weight loss journey, and I hesitated for almost 20 minutes. I said to myself, if you put this, people are going to just think you're just being like, oh yeah, she's showing off her abs, you know, green with envy, go and drop dead somewhere, or I hope you get fat and lose your flat tummy. This is me being vulnerable. So if you look at me, don't think, hey, she has it all figured out. No, I hesitated for 20 minutes. And I said to myself, what's the worst that can happen? I know some people are going to come at me, but then I know there's some people that I'm genuinely going to help. And I know there's some people that I'm going to tell to put the excuse aside, where I'm a mom, you know, my baby fat, my baby weight, I've been carrying it around for 1 year, 2 years. Your baby is 2 years old. You have no excuse. You can decide to eat healthy, work out, and get your body back. You can decide to eat healthy, work out, and get back your confidence. You can decide to eat healthy, work out, and improve your health, whatever it is for you. But for me, as much as people think, oh, I have confidence, I've been doing this for a while, I hesitated. But I always tell you that the fear doesn't go away. The fear of the naysayers doesn't go away, but you always have to remind yourself, so what? So I put it there, and believe you or not, somebody did make a stupid comment, but I was like, yes, I was waiting for this people. But then again, I was also happy for the hundreds of people I was able to help. So each time you want to go and shy away in your closet, shy away shy away and go and put yourself in a corner, remember, hey, I'm Archie, how are you? Thank you for listening. Remember that all you need to do is just serve one person. I've been going through, there's an event, I'm Catholic, so there's a novena going on, and it's like a novena to the Holy Spirit. And I've had like an 18-month journey where I got so much closer to God. And yes, social media makes money for me. I run my business online. But I've realized that the money will come when you offer value. This is something I tell people that I know I sound a bit crazy. I know it seems like, yeah, whatever. But trust me, focus on value. The person that you show how to get over your weight, the person that you teach how to get over fear, the person that's been in domestic violence and you help them get back their confidence, the person that is thinking that she's 35 or 36 and single, that her life is over, you help us to get over that hustle, that hurdle. It can be somebody who can't pay you, but that's value you're putting out to the world. That's value that you're offering. And trust me, eventually your people will find you. So don't be so hung up on, I need to make money, I need to be perfect. Because it's because we want to be perfect, because we think perfect people make money. Now let me break it down for you. You will get more people's attention on the online space when you share your vulnerability. And I'm not talking that you should go and air all your dirty laundries outside. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, you know, some vulnerable pain points that another person can benefit from. Share that. But share it at the point where you found a solution. Share it at the point where I know my weakness is chin-chin. Now, some of my friends that are white might not understand what chin-chin is, but if you're Nigerian, you know what chin-chin is. Chin-chin is my weakness. I just even finished eating it. I will eat it if it's in my house. But God said, flee away from temptation. So do not buy it. Why buy it and be hoping that I'm going to be strong enough, I'm not going to, eat it? That's a lie. So if I find a way to still be able to eat chin-chin, or still be able to not eat as much as I do, and be able to conquer that, vulnerability, I'm going to share it. This chin-chin made me add 3 or 4 kgs. I'm going to share it. And now this is how I shaved off that 4 kg. What have I done? I'm sharing my vulnerability, but I'm also sharing how I got over it. So when you go through something, God allows you to go through those things so that you can look back and help somebody else who is going through the exact same thing. You didn't go through it so that you can put it under your pillow and be smiling that, oh, I never had challenges raising children, or I never had challenges getting pregnant, or I never had challenges getting married, or I never had challenges in my job. You had those challenges so that you can help the next person who is going through the exact same challenge. So if you're coming on here and you're trying to be picture perfect, sweetheart, is not going to work. I've tried it. It doesn't work. And if you don't believe me, go and do this exercise. These are for people that run businesses. When you put a quote, just a nice quote or a nice perfect picture, people don't really react. But put a picture or talk about yourself in a vulnerable state, you would get more reactions, because we are all humans. We know that we all take a poo. We know that we all have bad days. We all know when we are down. We know that there's so much crap in this world. So we know. So if you put out just your perfect foot all the time, people are going to get pretty much tired of you. So that's why I make sure I share my story before, after, and where I'm going to. Okay? So I don't know if anybody has any questions so far, but I'm just going to start wrapping up soon. Now, I talked about the fear, I talked about the algorithm. These are the obstacles. If you're just joining in, these are the obstacles that stop people from really staying on this online space and putting in value and really, killing it. That's the first thing. The fear, the algorithm, the naysayers. The next one is fantastic. Comparison. Now, if you've done this before, I want you to comment in the comment section. There are a few people that you kind of stalk their page, not because maybe they do what you do. So let's say, let me use an example, a makeup artist, you're into makeup as well. You're stalking this girl's page because she's always putting out content, or this YouTuber and you're also a YouTuber, or you're also somebody who, is also on social media. Maybe they run the same business as you, but they're in another company, and every single time you go to their page and you're looking, has he posted today? Has she posted today? I want to see what they're putting in so that I can go and do mine. You will die. You will kill yourself. You will have high blood pressure and die before your time. You will become so unproductive. Why? Because you are going to compare yourself. Anything I'm saying here are things that I've done in the beginning of my journey. Sometimes I fall into that hole of looking at people not so I can get inspired, but I look at people to compare myself. When you look at people to compare yourself, you are not doing yourself justice. You are killing yourself. But if you look at people to get inspiration or motivation, then you're doing the right thing. So social media allows us to just go and compare ourselves. That's why sometimes you look at yourself, you've not added value to anybody. You've been on online space all the time. You don't comment, you don't like, you don't secretly pray for those people, or secretly think, I know this guy is doing well, he should keep going, I hope he succeeds. You don't have to comment or like on their page, it doesn't matter. You can say a little prayer for them. You can wish them well. But some of us, we sit down, we compare. Oh, she just posted a picture of her son. They're growing so well. And then you go and look at your son and you start to compare. You look at her page, her pictures are so nice. How does she get to take all those pictures? Are you sure they're not stock photos she's had since 2017? It doesn't matter. That is stopping you from putting your own pictures out, because you're looking for when you can take an Instagram or social media influencer worthy picture. Instead of you taking a picture of yourself as you are, you go and learn how to take better pictures. Instead of looking at somebody else and comparing how they achieved this. So comparison is something that stops people from taking action. Instead of just making a decision, becoming creative and just putting out your content, you first of all go and compare yourself to somebody else on their page and then try to be creative. Your creative juice doesn't work that way. Unless your mind is looking at their content from a place of inspiration, or from a place of looking at, oh, this person is creative too. I'm a creative person. I want to merge what I'm doing with what they're doing and offer the world better value. So if you're that kind of person, I want you to stop. Because if all of these 3 things that I've said, 4 things actually, the fear, trying to master the algorithm, being afraid of the naysayers, and comparing yourself. If you do these 4 things, you would never come to this social media space and take over. Now the takeover can be you having 100 friends. The takeover can be you having 2,000 followers. The takeover can be you just being present. But why I'm saying this is not about the numbers. It's about you, getting messages where people say, because of you, I started my business. Because of you, I started posting. Because of you, I learned, trust me, my makeup, when I learned how to do some of my makeup on YouTube. So because of those YouTubers, that do makeup tutorials. It's the reason why I can do my makeup at home and not look like a complete masquerade. So it can be because of you. There was something my friend sent to me about how to put your cartons for your cereal. Because of that person, I now know how to properly close my cereal boxes. So always come from a place of this thing that I know that I'm keeping to myself and I'm not sharing because I'm waiting for a perfect picture or a perfect quote or a perfect blog, or if the algorithm will work in my favor, or people are not going to say, why is she sharing how to package a cereal box? How is that of value? That is of value to people like me that love cereal, and my kids love cereal. And the ants in Lagos will not let us be great when we leave it open. So because of that person, we can now have our cereal boxes lined up on the shelf without no worries. So always come from that area. Don't worry about the naysayers. The naysayers are going to be the naysayers, and they make it juicy. You know, they always say that success is sweeter when you have the obstacles. So you can't say, oh, I was successful because I started today and yesterday I made it. No. You're going to talk about the days that you failed. You're going to talk about the days that you cried. You're going to talk about the days that you persevered. You're going to talk about the people that helped you. And you're going to talk about when you won. That is what makes it fun. So quit the comparison. Quit being afraid. Don't worry about the naysayers. Keep the fear out and go and do. So if you're that person that enjoys social media, do me a favor. Just put a quote on your post. And I want, maybe you can take a picture and send me a private message so I can just be like, yay, somebody did this. Just put, I am here to offer value. One sentence. If you are a business person, when was the last time you offered content? If it's been more than 3 days, I just want you to do a little quote. What did you learn? What was the last thing that impacted you? Was it somebody's dress style? Was it somebody's hair? Was it something you read? Was it something that pissed you off? Make a post. The more imperfect it is, the more I would even love you more. And just say, done. You know, I've done this task. You just challenge me to give out value. Don't wait for it to be perfect. You don't have to have your graphics done and everything nice. And how it's amazing how Facebook is and Instagram, they also show you your, what is that called? Your memories. Things that you had from 5 years, 10 years. And I see some of my quotes and my posts and I'm just like, I didn't even have pictures. I was just writing, I would just write something that touched my heart and I put it out there. I did not have pictures. It's crazy that today if I want to post something, I'm like, I don't have a picture, which is so silly because back then I didn't have a picture and I used to post it and I used to give people value and people would comment, and those words today enrich my life. When I see everything, I'm just like, really? I was so brand new in this business. How come I had so much value? Because I was ignorance on fire. I was so excited. I was enthusiastic. I was just going. I didn't care. I had a goal. I had a vision. I was driven. So I was just like, on the go. My vision was like this. That's what I want you to do. So when you enter the social media streets, as I call it, put your blinders on. Why are you here? Are you here to have fun? Are you the person that just likes the funny comments? Go there, have fun, comic relief, sign out. If you're here for business, make sure you're adding value. Put your blinders on. Stop comparing yourself. Put your blinders on when you see the naysayers. Put your blinders on and don't worry about the algorithm. Okay? So I hope this has been of value to you. I just thought I'd jump in and do like a Teach Me Tuesday and try and add some value to you guys. And I'm so grateful for all of you that joined. It's been amazing. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll just give you like 2 minutes, 1 minute before I jump out. And yeah, that's all of it from me today. Until next time, I'll try and make this maybe every week. I don't know. I'm almost afraid to even commit, but hey, why not? It could be a challenge. I can decide to do it on Tuesdays. It'll be a Teach Me Tuesday. Or go back to what I used to do before, which was a Value Wednesday. And that was like a huge hit. And I really had fun doing that. But with the boys running around, and I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to try my best. So if you got value from here and maybe you have a question, something that you say, because I know some people always ask me, how do you maybe do those quotes or you post, how do you do those little graphics that you do? If those are some questions that you have, I'm a very open person. I'm not that kind of person that'll be like, no, I can't teach you. That's not, if it's directly something that kind of, maybe I do create a course and there's a course that feeds me and my family, I'm not going to tell you everything about my course because it kind of defeats the purpose. But if it's something that does not have any direct detriment to me as a business person, I am so open-minded to share things like that, and it doesn't even worry me, because the truth is, I am so confident in my area of growth. I'm so confident in my area of business that I give value, and I know that so many other people give value to my life when I watch their videos online, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. But I'm always very happy to share. And if I don't know it, I would send you where you could be able to find it. If I also don't know where to send you, I would say Google it. So that's the good thing about life. I've gone from a place where I'm so worried about the little things to all about giving value. Okay, so I'm so grateful for you guys joining in. Until next time, I might just pop on again next week or pop on again this week. I don't know, but it just blessed my heart today to come and just say hi, hello. So if we're meeting for the first time and you're jumping on my life the first time, I am so glad to meet you. It is me, Amli Edemore. And if you already know me before as a little crazy lady that always just does her thing, I love you back. Alright, so guys, take care and have a fantastic rest of the day.